So I've been in 36 degrees heat for 3 months, but I still haven't seen the beach or the sea until now. Oh mate, welcome to La Vida and Frontera in Cabo de Vela. This week I'm going to talk to you about my experience in Guajira. On the 30th of October, I travelled to Bucaramanga to meet up with Fedi, Carla, Flo, Cameron, Ricky and Josh, and from there we took the 18-hour bus journey to Cabo de Vela, Guajira. Now La Guajira is located in the northeast of Colombia. It actually also borders Venezuela. As a result of a weather phenomenon known as El Niño. Currently all of Colombia is experiencing a drought. In Cúcuta, for example, I've been asked to buy a large bucket and fill it up with water for when my shower is inevitably cut off. Luckily, I know a thing or two about droughts. However, it's in La Guajira where the effects of this drought are most visible. The whole place was just arid, riverbeds were dry. Many of the residents of the Guajira live in the indigenous Wayu group, who are dependent on livestock and crop, who need water to survive. Unfortunately, the government don't seem to be doing much to help them. There isn't even a hosepipe ban. But thankfully, it might be coming to an end. It's been raining in Cúcuta for the last couple of days, and it's forecasted to rain in La Guajira too, which goes to show that all droughts do come to an end. Trust me. In the afternoon, we set off for another beach. The sheer nothingness of the landscape was breathtaking. It almost felt biblical, like I was waiting for someone to part the sea or turn water into aguardente. Thankfully, nobody did. Instead, we combined Venezuelan beer with the beautiful Colombian scenery, a winning combination. On the return journey, we made sure to stop and watch the sun sprint finish at sunset. But of course, you can't just enjoy a weekend in Colombia. Aguardente has to make an appearance. The next morning, at 5 AM, with the bitter taste of aguardente still in our mouths, we set off across the desert on a 5K hike to reach a beautiful headland for sunrise. Having walked in pretty much unbearable heat, it was time to relax and enjoy the best beach in La Guajira. However, I can get bored very quickly. And thus began the stupidest game in South America. Now my camera's waterproof, but it has no kind of flotation device to stop it from sinking to the bottom of the ocean. But I was pretty confident on my catching ability. Overly confident, some would say. Now Josh will be the first to admit it was not a particularly good throw, but nonetheless I should have taken it. If that was Ian Bell in the slip cordon for England, I would have been furious. Nonetheless, we had to look along the ocean floor for my precious GoPro. And look, we did. I was absolutely panicking, but thankfully in 5 minutes, along came this glorious moment. That was as bad a 5 minutes as I have experienced in Colombia, but the relief of finding it was there for all to see. Cue another group photo. Entonces necesito hablar en español y creo que Shakira no está cantando nomás. Pues en otras noticias, el ratón es muerto, es un ex ratón y estamos en noviembre, entonces yo quiero crecer un bigote, ¿vale? Próxima vez no sé, pero gracias por viendo y chao.